guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, I'm glad to be back. Okay, on today's episode, I'm going to talk about something interesting. As always, I bring the interesting, content. And today, I'm going to talk about how to fix your price fixing. So let's dive into it. Price fixing. What is price fixing? Well, I'm not going to use a dictionary meaning. I'll just simply say price fixing is how much you sell your product. Like how much are you going to sell your product that is going to make sense? How much are you going to sell your product that is not going to be overboard and that is not going to really affect you? So quickly, let me list some factors that would determine how to fix your price, or factors that is necessary and important to consider when fixing your price. So we have 7 of them, and I'm just going to start. 1, 2, so I'm just going to start. I've listed the factors responsible for fixing prices, and then I'm going to just say some few things. And the first thing is, do not overprice your product. Do not overprice what you sell, and also do not underprice. One of the things I realize that affects business majorly is comparing yourself with competitors. We listed 7 of the factors that are responsible, and then nature of business, where you get a product from, is part of it. And then the reason why people don't really people really have problem when it comes to price fixing is because you want to compare yourself to your neighbor, you want to compare yourself to your competitors, which in the real sense is going to affect you if you are not wise. It's just going to throw you out of business, and you realize that the next minute, 1 minute you're in business and the next minute you're out of business. If the price is not favorable for you, then don't sell it at that price. Don't overprice, yes, and don't underprice, because you want to it's the first time the person is patronizing you, and then you want to be like, customers and all. No. But one thing I would like to say is that if you start with that price, that if you underprice yourself and you start, that is how such customer will continue. Be like, but the last time you did this, even though you let them know that you are doing it because they are first time customers. So if you know that this price is not going to be favorable for you, don't sell it at that price. And then don't overprice because you feel like, your competitors are selling it at a higher price. I feel like, you are being cheated on. No, let it not be so. That is the number one factor I will also try to discuss on. I have a lot to talk about, but time might not really permit me, and I'm very sure that we all have our experiences concerning pricing when it comes to comparing yourself to your competitors. I'm sure some of us have learned it. We've learned in the hard way. So this is why I'm bringing it to us that we should be careful. Don't overprice and don't underprice, and don't compare your price to your customers, your competitors' price. It is very dangerous. It is very important to keep records. Yes, if you're a business person, you have to be deliberate about keeping records, because keeping records help you to fix your price. When you do your calculation, you know how much you're supposed to put as your profit, how much you are not supposed to put, and all that. So if you are someone or a business person that really don't like keeping records, then you have to start liking them. People have if I bring out my record books, I do records. I put my dates, so that when I go back, I'll be like, as far as this time, this certain day, this is what this and this is what I did. So as a business person, you must always keep records of your product. You must. There's a group I belong to on Instagram, and daily they dish out stuff about entrepreneurship and all. And then this lady was saying that she has like close to like 5-6 books for her business, different records. You might not be starting with like 5-6 books, but you can start with at least 1 or 2, where you have your records. Or if you are the advanced one, you can have like an application on your phone where you have your records. And if you're the one that likes it in the writing way, like you want to pen it down, you can also do that. So the first one I said, don't overprice or underprice your products. Don't compare yourself to your competitors. And the second one, I said records. You must be ready to keep records. You must be very deliberate and consistent. This is what is going to help your price in pricing your product, in fixing your price. That is that about that. And the last one, don't sell your product at a loss just because you want to win a customer over. Don't sell your product cheap. See, humans, they know what they want. Don't be surprised that that product that you are selling at a cheaper price, this same customer will see it at a higher price and will still go for such price. Why? I used to say something that people don't really buy products, people buy a name. Yes, that is why you see the big stores like Max, like all those big stores that sell clothing and all, you see them sell at a higher price, and this is the same thing that you are selling, I know, at a more affordable price, and people still choose to go to Max stores and other big stores to patronize. Why? Because people like it when you be like, oh, where did you get your stuff? Oh, I bought it from Max store, I bought it from this, I bought it from Goshe. You know how it is. So don't underpay yourself simply because you want to win a customer over. Humans, when they like it, they will surely buy from you, and they know when it is affordable and when it is not. So pricing your product has to be something that is deliberate, not because you want to you want to satisfy. Yes, you want to satisfy your customer, but not at the expense of your profit. Not at the expense of, you must be very careful. And you see people run promo. Yes, it's good to run promo, it's good to run discount, but just be sure that it is favorable for you. Because you see, when people run promo, they run discount, these people will come, but when you fix it to the normal price, they don't come, and then they buy the same thing from another vendor, the same price. So don't underpay yourself simply because you want to win a customer over. If you start with them cheap, that is how it's going to continue, and you might not really be able to convince them that that is actually not the right product. So at least the first one, I said don't overprice your product, and don't underprice. Don't compare yourself to competitors. Yes, you can compare your competitors in the place of growth, but be careful, because sometimes you might not really be in their level. They might actually be higher than you. When it comes to many importation that I'm into, importation business, it is very it is a common thing when you see difference in price. Why? Because the way the shipping and the buying of products is fashion. If you buy a larger product, you get a discount. So most times you can see a particular price, a particular product, or let me say a bag for, let me say, like 5,000 naira, and then you see somewhere else for 4,005. Why? Because there is a market scale for each person. It is accessible for everyone. So that is why you have to be very careful, and don't compare yourself to other people. You can compare yourself in the place of growth, yes, but don't ever underpay yourself in the place of price. It is very important. And number two, you must keep your records. It is important to keep your records. You must be able to track your records. It is very important as a business person. If not, you will run into loss. Sometimes you might be buying at a particular price, and then there is increase in price, and then you forgot to put down your record. You realize that you are selling at your price is underpriced, and then before you realize, you're like, oh my god, I've cheated myself. So you have to do that. And the last one I discussed about, don't sell it cheap just because you want to win a customer. But yes, there's a place of discount. People want different promos just to attract their customer. Fine, but don't ever sell it cheap, because you will not be able to convince such customer that this is actually the reason why it's not really like that. And then don't put yourself in a position where you'll be vulnerable. So, well, I feel like I've been able to answer some questions concerning price fixing. And if you have more questions about it, you can drop your questions in the comment section. I would be there to read all your comments. So guys, this is the end of today's episode. I am sure that I've been able to help you guys to an extent, and I am very sure that I have answered so many questions in the minds of people. Yes, so I trust that you will start doing what is necessary and then what is important. So this is the end of today's episode. I'm glad. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for staying with me. Yes. Guys, okay, bye. Well, no, don't forget to like. Yeah, it's important. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for your love. Thank you for staying tuned. I love you guys.